Test 3 4. Test 3 4. Test 3 4.
sure what condition he would be in when he got back after his Florida trip. So we scheduled me in for one more week. So
Good morning, ladies and
glad
gentlemen.
to be here with you.
Good to see
Let's
you all.
begin as we normally do. Class this have a couple of I have at least one update.
Stepping in one more week.
And
Brother
then an
Eric
announcement
is here,
that we can
weren't
add to
sure
our
what
prayer
condition
list,
he
and then
would
I'll
be
take
in
those
when he got back
from you.
after his
We've mentioned
Florida
over the
trip.
last several weeks Kathy Mitchell.
Good morning, ladies and
Glad
gentlemen.
that's Jerry Mitchell's daughter-in-law, and so she had been waiting. Let's begin as we normally do. See what they were going to do about her intestinal blockage, and they were going to try to do it without surgery, and then they had to schedule an announcement so that surgery did go through. It was successful. So the news now is we've mentioned over the last several weeks Kathy Mitchell. So please remember her as we continue to pray for Jerry Mitchell's daughter-in-law recovery. And then also got a call from Ware to see what they were going to do about her intestinal blockage. They were feeling under the weather, so they were going to stop and take her schedule an announcement so that surgery did go through. It was successful. So please remember Ware. We've mentioned over the last Stephen and the kiddos as they all got to take care. So please remember her as we continue to pray for. Are there others that we need to mention this morning? We begin. Then also got a call from Ware to see what they were going to do about her intestinal blockage. They were feeling under the weather. And that's LaShawn, right? So remember LaShawn Cox, Greg's niece, Ware and Dylan's cancer on and off, and it has come back. So remember her. Are there others that we need to mention this morning? We begin. Then also got a call from Ware to see what they were going to do about her intestinal blockage. They were feeling under the weather. And that's LaShawn, right? So remember LaShawn Cox, Greg's niece, Ware and Dylan's cancer on and off, and it has come back. So remember her. Are there others that we need to mention this morning? We begin. Then also got a call from Ware to see what they were going to do about her intestinal blockage. They were feeling under the weather. And that's LaShawn, right? So remember LaShawn Cox, Greg's niece, Ware and Dylan's cancer on and off, and it has come back. So remember her. Are there others that we need to mention this morning? We begin. Then also got a call from Ware to see what they were going to do about her intestinal blockage. Okay, I'll repeat those. Make sure that everyone can hear and aware. Lewis Hall and his wife Rachel that we've mentioned several times over the last few months. Eric did get an update there. Lewis's wife Rachel's been non-responsive in the hospital, completely non-responsive for the last couple of weeks. Okay, I'll repeat those. Make sure that everyone needs to be made here and aware that Lewis Hall struggling with wife Rachel. So prayers that several times over the last 2 months just take her home. Eric did get an update there. That burden on both of them in that regard. Lewis's wife Rachel. And also for Aaron, non-responsive between residences, they need to find a new place to live, and so just prayers for assistance in finding a needs to be made. Yes, ma'am. Lewis Hall struggling with wife Rachel. So prayers that several times over the last 2 months just take her home. Eric did get an update there. That burden on both of them in that regard. Lewis's wife Rachel. And also for Aaron, non-responsive between residences, they need to find a new place to live, and so just prayers for assistance in okay, so remember Betty Sue Mason, her knees really bothered her again. So prayers that several times over the last 2 months just take her home. See another hand somewhere. Sometimes they're phantom. I imagine them not really there. And also for Aaron, I want to make sure that I don't between residences, they need to find a new place to live. Okay, so as we begin, let's begin in prayer together. Okay, so remember Betty Sue Mason, loving, gracious, really bothered her again. Come before you this morning. Prayers of thanksgiving, prayers of concern, requests that you grant your healing mercy and divine guidance for those that need of it. I want to make sure that I don't miss it. We're so grateful that Kathy's successful surgery went well. In prayers you be with those that are in charge of care for her recovery, loving, gracious, that it will be swift, and that you would return to a full measure of your health. Prayers and continue to pray for LaShawn. That's Greg's niece as cancer's come back. Just pray that you can be with her through his diagnosis, through the treatments that are to come, whatever they may be. So grateful to be with the nurses and doctors that have worked on surgery well. Lord, we especially pray for Lewis Hall, his loving, gracious, that it will be swift, and that you would return to a full measure of your health. He's in such a tough spot for LaShawn. Greg's knees, look after him, continue to strengthen him beyond him in his diagnosis. Lord, be your will that you would in treatments that are found, whatever it may be. So allow Rachel to come home. Maybe concerned without any additional decisions on those. Lord, especially pray for Lewis Hall and Gavin, both Swift. We also pray for Aaron as he's looking for a new place to live. Pray for Sean. Find exactly what he needs, what he's looking for, and it would provide him the access to the places he needs to be. Of course, just to be able to be within his means, additional decisions on those. We pray for Betty Sue as she's dealing with this pain in her knee. We also pray for her as she's looking for a new place to will, that you in that pain and allow her to get up, find exactly what she needs to, what he's looking for. And Lord, we also pray for Ware, access to the places of urgent care this morning. Pray that you would look after her and help whatever this is, find her and you can take care of. Pray for Betty Sue as she's dealing with diagnosed pain in her knee. Pray for Stephen and get her and say, look after her. Please will that you. And Lord, we thank you as always for this time together. Thank you for the Lord. We also pray, Lord, we pray for those that aren't for whatever reason this morning, spiritual, pray that you would look after her and whether they just not need to find, pray that you would help us to spread your words. Pray for Betty Sue that last pain in her knee. We thank you for the gift of your Son. In the name of Jesus that we pray. Lord, we thank you as always for this time together. Thank you for the Lord. We also pray, Lord, we pray for those that aren't for whatever reason. Thank you for all that. We'll continue. We take those and we'll make sure that we continue to update the online prayer list. And I'm going to keep that pinned on our Facebook page. And so if you ever have any updates that need to go right onto that prayer list, you can jump right there, click on it in that pinned piece in the Northside group. Just add it and comment that. We'll continue because all of us that are listed as admins, we get a notification that something's been posted, prayer list, that make the adjustment. And I'm going to direct that onto that sheet on our Facebook page. So please let us know about those as they go right onto that prayer list. You can jump right there, click on it in that pinned piece in the last Northside group. Again, talking about comments because talking about just how it works its way into our lives in very insidious ways. And how, in a couple of ways to deal with that, please let us know about this week. Just an extension of that piece and really talking more about what can we do about it. Again, talking about just how it works. So let's look at a couple of passages since we looked in very insidious ways. The Bible and how some examples of where pride shows up in the Bible in various ways. And we're going to begin with 2 Kings 20. So 2 Kings chapter 20. So let's look at a couple of passages since we looked in very insidious ways. The Bible and how some examples of where pride shows up in the Bible. And so, as you know, this is with the days of Hezekiah 20. Become ill. 2 Kings. The prophet Isaiah goes to him and says, "Get your house in order because you're about to die." That's the first few verses. The Bible and how some examples of where pride shows up. And I want to pause and not say, you know, they're off track of where we're going, but I don't today Hezekiah go through those verses and not become ill of the fact that the prophet Isaiah goes. We don't have an Isaiah. Get your house in order. It's coming to our door. That's the first few verses. The Bible, but we know neither the time or the day. And I want to pause and not say that should be our continuous striving, continuous working to make sure that our collective houses are in order. The fact that the prophet Isaiah goes. But Hezekiah turns his face to the wall there in verse 2 and 3. Remember, Lord, how I've walked before you faithfully and with wholehearted devotion and have done what is good in your eyes. And he wept bitterly. I want to pause and not. Before Isaiah had left the middle court, the word of the Lord came to him. Go back and tell Hezekiah, the ruler of my people, this is what the Lord, the God of your father David says. But Hezekiah turned his face to the wall there in verse 7. I will heal you. Remember, Lord, on the third day from now you will go up to the temple of the Lord. I will add 15 years to your life, and I will deliver you in this city from the hand of the king of Assyria. For Isaiah had left the city for my sake, for the sake of my servant David. Go back and tell Isaiah said, prepare a poultice of figs. They did so, and applied it to your father David said. Hezekiah had asked Isaiah, what will be the sign that the Lord will heal you? 3rd day from now you go up to the temple of the Lord on the 3rd day. 15 years to your life, and I will answer in the city from the This is the Lord's sign to you that the Lord will do in this city for my sake. Shall the shadow go forward 10 steps, or shall it go back 10 steps? Prepare a poultice of figs. Simple matter for the shadow to go forward 10 steps, said Hezekiah. Rather have it go. Hezekiah had asked Isaiah, what will be the sign? The prophet Isaiah called on the Lord, and the Lord made the shadow go back the 10 steps. It had gone down the stairway of Ahaz. This is the Lord's sign to you that the Lord will do in this city for my sake. Shall the shadow go forward 10 steps, or shall it go back? This is the only example. Simple matter for the shadow to go forward 10 steps. God granting someone saying, okay, yeah, but just to make sure, go back the 10 steps. Would you do this for me instead? Could you maybe make, please be wet and then not wet? Should this happen and this happen? This isn't the only example. Simple matter for the shadow. I don't know Hezekiah. Maybe I hope to ask you some questions one day. Okay, yeah, but just to make sure, go back the 10 steps. Would you, and I didn't understand it for the longest time. Someone had to actually sit me down and explain it. Please be wet. And then the phrase, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. This is the only example. I always kind of, I don't know, understood what it meant. But I didn't really know the origins one day. I mean, anybody really know what that means? Just to make sure. Someone explained to me. And I didn't understand it. The way you check for a horse's health, one of the ways is you check its teeth and its mouth and its gums. You're also checking, the soft parts of their mouth here if they've been over, they've been hurt with bridle the horses. Anybody really know what that means? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth because it's a gift. You take it for what it is. I didn't understand it. The way you check for a horse's health, one of the ways. So Hezekiah just been gifted and its gums. 15 additional years of life. The soft parts of their mouth here. If not, I'm going to heal you and you're going to be okay for a while. This is 15 years. Gift horse in the mouth because it's a gift. You take it for what it is. The way you check for a horse's health, one of the ways. So Hezekiah just been gifted and its gums. Another example. 15 years of life. The soft parts of their mouth here. If not, I'm going to heal you and you're going to be okay for a while. This is 15 years. Gift horse in the mouth because it's a gift. You take it for what it is. The way you check for a horse's health, one of the ways. So Hezekiah just been gifted and its gums. Another example. 15 years of life. The soft parts of their mouth here. If not, I'm going to heal you and you're going to be okay for a while. This is 15 years. Gift horse in the mouth because it's a gift. You take it for what it is. The way you check for a horse's health, one of the ways. So Hezekiah just been gifted and its gums. And another example. Well, and in his also defense, what is he but one of us? Absolutely human. I said, exactly. I would love to stand here and say, and probably this feeds right into last week. I would love to think that if that happened to me, I'd be like, and you got it. Another example. I'll wait right here. Well, and in his also defense, nature doesn't really lead us. What is he but one of us? Absolutely human. I said, exactly different. I would love to stand here and say it. Probably this feeds right into last. I work with La Vega ISD school safety team. That if that happened to me, I'd be like, and you got it. In the wake of the situation at Uvalde, of course, we met. Nature doesn't really lead us. What is he but one of us? And our chief, different, and I won't deliver it the exact way he did to our group. I work where we are at the ISD school safety team. But the gist of it was, in the wake, we're not going to stand around Uvalde. Of course, we met. There's a situation where we go in, and our chief, we can discuss how we should have or whatever later. We go to our group. I work where we are, and each and every one of us sitting at this table. The gist of it that is the mindset that we have to have. The way he said, we're not, but we will never know. And I hope we never have. What is he but one of us? We go in if our resolve is that strong. Our chief, we can discuss how we should have or whatever later. But if you're not thinking about it, and we go. He said forcing them out. Well, you know, they're not looking right in the mouth about it. He said, so, I mean, it would be foolish if it, like, see, it's real. Exactly what I was. That's our human nature. To your face. Thank you very much. Okay, let's look at another example in Daniel 4. Being human. Daniel chapter 4. Looking to get forced in the mouth. Well, you know, they're not looking right in the mouth about it. He said, so, I mean, it would be. This one we're looking at an example that's more about achievement. That's our human nature. Thank you. So this is Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, let's look at another example in Daniel. So I'm going to start in verse Daniel chapter 4, verse 4. I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at home in my palace, contented and prosperous. This one I had a dream that made me afraid as I was lying in bed. The images and visions that passed through my mind terrified me, so I commanded that all the wise men of Babylon. Let's look at another example. Brought before me Daniel. So I'm going to start in verse. When magicians, enchanters, astrologers, and diviners came, I told them the dream, but they could not interpret it. I, Nebuchadnezzar, finally Daniel came into my presence, and I told him the dream. And prospered. It's called Belshazzar. I had a dream that made me afraid as I was lying in bed. The images and visions that passed through my mind terrified me, so I commanded all the wise magicians. I know that the spirit of the holy gods is in me. No mystery is too difficult for you. Here is my dream interpreted for diviners came. These are the visions I saw while lying in bed. I looked, and there before me stood a tree in the middle of the land. Its height was enormous. The tree grew large and strong, and its top touched the ground. It was visible to the ends of the earth. Its leaves were beautiful. Its fruit abundant, and on it was food for all. Under it the wild animals found shelter, and the birds lived in its branches. Here is my every creature was diviners came. These are the visions I saw while lying in bed. I looked, and there before me was a holy one. A messenger coming down from heaven was enormous. He called in a loud voice, cut down the tree, trim off its branches, strip off its leaves, and scatter its fruit. Let the animals flee from under it, and the birds from its branches. Under it the wild let the stump and its fruit, bound with iron and bronze, remain in the ground. These are the visions I saw. Let him be drenched with the dew of heaven, and let him live with the animals among the plants of the earth. Let his mind be changed from that of a man, and let him be given the mind of an animal, until 7 times pass leaves and scatter its fruit. The decision is announced by messengers from holy ones to declare the verdict, that the living may know that the Most High is sovereign over all kingdoms on earth, and gives them to anyone he wishes. The visions I said, let him be drenched with the dew of heaven, and let him live with the animals among the plants. This is a dream that I, King Nebuchadnezzar, now tell me what it means, for none of the wise men in my kingdom can interpret for me, but you can, because the Spirit of the Holy is announced by messengers from holy ones to declare the verdict, that the living may know that the Most High is sovereign over all kingdoms on earth, and gives them to anyone. Here's all the stuff. That it all looks great. And let him live with the animals among them. And then the messenger says, raise him. Tell me what it means, for none of the wise men found brass and iron, and this is what's going to happen to you, because the Spirit of the Holy is announced by messengers from holy ones to now, 2,000 plus years later, and really, here's a good 2,000 plus. That it all looks great. I can read that. And because I know the end of the story, tell me what it means. That makes a lot of sense. Brass and iron, and this is what's going to happen. I know what that means. Now, but I have dreams where, like, I had one the other night that I was in charge of the really there you go, good 2,000. That was my job. I ran out of chocolate because I didn't know what to do. That makes no sense to me. I know what that means. And I told y'all about it. I didn't tell my wife about it because my wife was trying to figure out what it really means. I don't think I want to know. The other night that I was in charge of the really there you go. So to have a dream like that was my we can job. Understand. I can ran why he was didn't know what to do and why he was making that makes no sense to me. Why he wanted interpreted. Okay? I know what that means. And I told y'all Daniel comes through. My wife was trying to figure out what it really means. And I'm going to pick up towards the end of verse 19. So the king said, Belshazzar, do not let the dream or its meaning alarm you. Belshazzar answered, my lord, if only the dream inclined to why he was making its meaning and why he wanted interpreted. The tree you saw, which grew large and stood Daniel comes through the sky, visible to the whole earth, with beautiful leaves and abundant fruit, providing food for all, giving shelter to the wild animals. Having said, Belshazzar, do not let the dream or its meaning alarm you. Belshazzar answered, my lord, if only you become great and strong, your greatness is that really? Maybe then what does that mean for him? I have done all this. I am in charge of all this.
What's going to happen?
Please to accept my
Tell me I'm just
laid out
down
your
your
sins
sins
by
by
doing
doing
what
what
is
is
right.
right.
That up by being kind
What
to
does that
others.
really mean?
Well, if you don't, this is what's going to happen. What does that mean for him? I have done all this.
And as you continue on,
I am in
chapter,
charge.
12 months
of all
later,
this. What's going to happen? Please to accept
he
my
again has a chance.
laid out your sins by doing
Instead, he is so proud of his achievements,
he
he has to brag
Well,
one
if you
more.
don't, this is what's going to happen.
Exactly what the Lord said to him.
I have done all this.
Now I'm going to jump
As you
down to
continue on,
verse 34
I am
of the
in
chapter.
charge.
12 months later,
At the end of that time,
I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised my
He
eyes
again
toward
has a
heaven,
chance.
and my
Laid out.
sanity was restored.
Instead, he is
Then I
so
praised
proud
the Most
of his
High.
achievements.
I honored
He has
and
to brag.
glorified
Well, if you
him.
don't, this is what's
It
going to
is
happen.
exactly what the Lord said to me.
I have done.
How many
all
times?
this.
Now I'm going to jump
As you
down
go
to
through
verse
it,
34
and
and learn the
12 months
lesson.
later,
At the end of that
the hard
time,
way.
I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised my eyes
again
toward
has
heaven.
a
Going by
chance. My
percentages for
sanity
me,
was
I'm going to
restored.
say
Instead, he
95
praised the Most High.
I honored and glorified
Well, if you
him.
don't, this is what's going to happen.
Pretty hard-headed,
What the
pretty
Lord said.
opinionated.
have done.
I was going to say I got it from my
times.
father.
I'm
but
gonna
you
jump
got
down
it
to
from your
verse
verse, so I must have got it from
and
your
learn
verse.
12 months later.
But
At the end of that time,
I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised
I
my
know
eyes.
he has
I'm
the
going
proof
by
in the pudding
percentages.
before
I'm
will
going to say
admit
95.
praise the Most High.
That's
honored
something
and
that I
glorified.
struggle with.
Don't.
It's something that I need to try to continue to work
Hard-headed,
on.
what the Lord said.
Opinionated. Nebuchadnezzar had those opportunities. I was going to say I got it from my father.
I'm gonna
Left
jump
got it
down
from
to
my
verse
verse, so I must have got it. Till, but literally for him, rock bottom. To go from being king of nations to crawling around all fours in some grass. Struggle with. It's something that I need to try to continue to work on. It's pretty significant. Nebuchadnezzar had those opportunities, but what's the truest lesson that we gather from there about dealing with pride? Literally, for him, rock bottom. To go from being king of in his life to crawling all around fours eating grass. Struggle with something that I need to try to continue. What did he finally do? It's pretty significant. Nebuchadnezzar had those opportunities, but what's the truest lesson that we gather from there? I get it about dealing with pride. I hate that I had to go this far, but I get it. So the lesson for us there is crawling all around fours eating grass. A lot sooner than that. What did he? But it's also very difficult. Pretty significant. Nebuchadnezzar had those opportunities, but what's the truest lesson that we gather from there? I get it about dealing with pride. I hate that I had to go this far, but I get it. So the lesson for us there is crawling all around fours eating grass. A lot sooner than that. What did he? But it's also very difficult. Pretty significant. Nebuchadnezzar had those opportunities, but what's the truest lesson that we gather from there? I get it about dealing with pride. I hate that I had to go this far, but I get it. So the lesson for us there is crawling all around fours eating grass. A lot sooner than that. What did he? But it's also very difficult. Pretty significant. What's the truest lesson that we gather from there? I get it about dealing with pride. I hate that I had to go this far, but I get it. So the lesson for us there is crawling all around fours eating grass. A lot sooner. And I think you hit on another huge part at the beginning we're talking about, because very rarely is it just someone instantly, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, nobody can touch me, this one. So the lesson for us there is, I was gonna do this, maybe I should do this. It's that slow, gradual decline, right? Another huge part that you were talking about, because I've seen it very rarely. The easy example I can give you is someone instantly, I'm the best, I had the privilege touch me this one while I've been working with Vegas of watching to this day. It's that slow, gradual who I think is probably the best high school running back ever played. And I watched LaDainian Thompson play very rarely. someone
is
instantly, I'm the best. I had the privilege of retired from the NFL right now.
while I've been working with Vegas, he is not.
Of watching
I'll do this. Maybe I
to
should
this
do
day, it's that
Is involved in
slow,
transition,
who I think is
involved
probably
in
the best high school running back ever played.
And I watched LaDainian
I've
Thomas
seen
play
it
very
watched
recently.
that piece grow of Chris Paul.
Okay, well, we're not going to hold you
They got
responsible for
James
that because you know what?
Owens
You can
recently.
hit the hole like nobody
I'm the best. I had the privilege of retired from the NFL right now.
While I've been
You know
working
what?
with Vegas.
Yeah, you've really done this, and
Of
we've
watching
watched
him let you
you
play
to
before,
this
we
day.
could use you this Friday.
It's that
Is involved in
slow
transition,
who I think is
involved
probably
in
and that
best
gradual
high
building, and
school
it
running
wasn't
ever played.
just.
And I watched LaDainian Thomas
Yeah,
play
I watched
very
that.
recently.
It was the piling
grow
on
from
Chris
all the
Paul.
outside.
Okay, well, we're not gonna hold you responsible for that because you know what? You can hit,
and that's something that we have
I had the privilege
to
of
guard against as well.
You know what?
That when
Yeah, you've really done this.
pieces
We've
are
watched
given
him
to
play
given
to
before
this
we
day.
that we really can start that downhill
Who I
slide.
think is probably and that gradual building, and it wasn't
So
just.
how do we counter
I
it?
watched that.
It was this.
Piling on from
I mean,
all
it's easy
the
to say, oh,
outside.
we just shouldn't.
Because
You know, but how do we
that's something
work
that we have
to tune out those voices?
guard against
Go with
as
me
well.
if you're
You know
following
that-
along.
yeah,
We're going to jump
you've really
into
done this.
Philippians
We've watched him
given
play to
before
this
we
day.
that we really can start that downhill slide. And
And
Philippians chapter 2.
gradual building, and it wasn't
So
just.
how do we counter
I
it?
watched that.
It was this.
Piling on from
I mean,
all
it's easy to
the
say, oh,
outside.
we just shouldn't.
You know,
But how do we
We're
read
gonna
the first
words
11
to
verses?
tune out those voices.
Go with me if you're following along.
Yeah,
We're going to jump
you've really
into
done this.
Philippians
We've watched him
that we really can start that downhill slide. And Philippians chapter 2.
Gradual building, and it wasn't
So
just.
how do we counter
I
it?
watched that.
It was this.
Piling on from
I mean,
all
it's easy to
the
say, oh, we
outside.
just shouldn't. But how do we read the first 11 verses? Go with me if you're following along.
Yeah,
We're going to jump
you've really
into
done this.
Philippians
We've watched him
that we really can start that downhill slide. And Philippians chapter 2.
Gradual building, and it wasn't
So
just.
how do we counter
I
it?
watched that.
It was this.
Piling on from
It's
all
easy to
the
say, oh, we
outside.
just shouldn't. But how do we read the first 11 verses? Go with me if you're following along.
Yeah,
We're going to jump
you've really
into
done this.
Philippians
We've watched him
that we really can start that downhill slide. And Philippians chapter 2.
Gradual building, and it wasn't
So
just.
how do we counter
I
it?
watched that.
It was this.
Piling on from
It's
all
easy to
the
say, oh, we
outside.
just shouldn't. But how do we read the first 11 verses? Go with me if you're following along.
In the name of Jesus, and as the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow in heaven and on earth and under the earth.
And
And
Philippians
every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God.
how do we read the first 11
I have used the phrase, in the name of Jesus, and as the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow, people older than you, to the tongue confess that those who are to the glory of God. Yeah, I work in prayers, I understand phrase. And we're going to go last several years and a good grasp of what that means to be on ground with those who are. It doesn't mean that we all sit in the building and we all agree on politics, or we all agree on the transport team leadership, or we think phrase. Because it's not necessarily except a like-minded, you're going to show a good grasp of what's that real like-minded on ground with those who are. Doesn't mean that we all sit in the building and we all and part of that being politics. So I'm all person on transport at the same level, being more experience.
We are one with spirit and purpose. Does it not make it easier to push away some of those outside? I've seen it so many times in so many different examples in so many different ways that you can take a group of very disparate people. Does it not give them a common goal? Some of those outside. The easiest comparison is sports. Everybody comes from different backgrounds. Everybody thinks about things a little differently. But when you have, one of those teams with it, that chemistry. Chemistry doesn't mean that they
project that's got to be done. And it's amazing when people pull together and they're under the gun to that deadline, get what they can accomplish together, even if they don't agree every step of the way. The same way that chemistry means that they are all applying themselves to common. I'm looking right here in front of me. I'm looking at the Peachmeyers. I said, Jordan's coming into a business. I said, I don't even know. I'm just guessing wrong. It's amazing. But there had to be some times where Jordan is the young guy, John is the one that's done it, did a little bit of this. I guarantee it happened with my father. Now, I was smart enough to tell my dad when I was in 8th grade,
Jordan's
I said,
coming
I don't know
into
what
a
I'm doing
business.
with my life, but farming ain't it.
I don't even know.
But all those things come where Jordan is the young guy, but John with common purpose did a little bit of this. You know, I guarantee it happened with my father.
Voted in for the best home inspection
Right here and tell my dad when I was in 8th grade, they have a common purpose. They work together. Farming ain't it.
I don't even
That's
know.
our purpose here. But all those things to be like-minded, and that purpose is to work with each other and encourage each other and help each other. I guarantee it, not tear each other down, not knock each other off the path, but help hold us on the narrow way. That's what being like-minded is. Being like-minded is our purpose here. And how do we continue to do that? Verse 3 again. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vacancy, but in humility and consider others better and not tear each other down. It is very difficult to be arrogant. Hold us on the narrow way. If you're truly living. That's what being like-minded is. Being like-minded is our purpose. I'm not even going to pretend like that's easy. And how do we continue to do that? Verse 3 again. Do nothing out of selfish ambition. Probably one of the hardest things that we consider others better. Verse 4 again. Each should look not only to your own interest, but also to the interest of others. Hold us on the narrow way. That's truly living. When we can think about others and we try to do things for others, we don't spend so much time. How do we continue to do that? Verse 3 again. Do nothing out of selfish ambition. Parents, live that every single day. Verse 4 again. Each should look not only to your own interest, but also things you do because your kids need it. That's a little important. Honestly, not even because your kids need it, because your kids just make you want it. You want to do things for them. You want their way to be easier than it was for you. Live that every single day. The output of the American dream. Everybody should have a little bit. Wow. I'm not going to go into all the pieces that go with that. That's for another time of discussion. Honestly, not even because your kids need it, because your kids just make you want it. But being like-minded to Christ, you want their way to be easier. Taking that example. And again, another piece of the verse is the American dream. Everybody should have a little bit so hard. And especially, you know, when I come back here and we did this study to be ready for today. Verse 6. I'll back up to verse 5 and read this. Your attitude should be the same as that of Christ Jesus. And again, who being his very nature God, did not consider equality with God. And especially, you know, when I come back here and we did this study to be ready for today. Verse, contrast that with the attitude of Lucifer. I'll back up to verse 5 and read this. Your attitude should be the same as that of Christ Jesus. And again, who being was there? Jesus was equal with God. It said consider equality with God. Whatever you need me to do. Especially, you know, when I come back here and I'm not above going down to earth today. Washing dirty feet. I'll back up to verse 5. Being ridiculed, beaten, your attitude should be dying. If that's what needs to be. Was there? Jesus was equal with God. It said consider equality. You have a lot of servants. Whatever you need me to do. I'm not just in this church, but in churches across the nation. Not above. There are good-hearted people washing they want to do for others. Folks that reach out, folks that, you know, whether it's they feed the homeless or they work with the sick or they visit nurses. There's all those things. You have a lot of servants, but nothing we can do. But in churches across the nation, there are good is in the same category. What Jesus wants to do for himself to do. Go right. Folks that reach out, folks that, you know, whether it's they
feed the homeless, or they work with the sick, or they visit nursing homes. There's all those things. But nothing we can do, and I know everything always comes back to school, even it's either school or farm, is in the same category. What Jesus wants to do for himself. But my superintendent of schools, folks that, whether it's there's other employees, they work with the sick, or they superintendent of schools, Dr. Sharon M. Shields, is the best human example that I have seen of servant leadership. And it's all the little things that she says. She's the superintendent of schools. But if we're eating, we're having a meal at a meeting or whatever else, is the best step in line when everybody's on team. She wants to make sure everybody's taking servant leadership. And generally, she gets half a plate of something, not because she wants to lead food, because she wants to eat super fast, because she wants to be done before everybody else, because she will get up. We're having a meal at a meeting or whatever else, she'll help step in line when everybody's on team. She'll help set up. Everybody's taking servant leadership. She's there sweeping the floors at the end. And generally, and we're like, why is it just because she wants to lead food? If it needs to be done, I can stay till it's finished super fast, because she wants to be done before everybody else. And it's people get up. It's not a show. It's not a, everybody look at me, I'm doing this. She just puts her head down and does what needs to be done. She'll help set up. And it has been such an example there, sweeping the floors at the end, as a, now, what I call myself is more coverage. If it needs to be done, I can stay till it's finished. To see that done at the highest level, well, then that makes sense that I could be more like that too. I could do that for my teachers. And if I can show that example to my teachers, then maybe my teachers can exhibit that for their students. If the students can see that, maybe they take that. I call myself as more coverage. Best sermon is a life well lived, right? At the highest level, passing that piece. Well, then that makes sense that got just a couple of minutes left. I can do that for my child. And if I can show that example to my teachers, then maybe my teachers can exhibit that. Let's look at Luke 22:7. Best sermon is a life well lived, right? At the highest level. Luke chapter 22. Got just a couple of minutes left. I can do that for my child. And if I can show that example to my teachers, then maybe my teachers. Oh, sorry, 27. Let's look at 27. Luke 22. No, 7. Verse 27. 22, verse 27. Best sermon is a life well lived, right? At the highest level. Luke chapter 22. Got just a couple of minutes left. I can do that for my child. So, chapter 22. Verse 27. Sorry, 27. For who is greater, the one who is at the table, or the one who serves? Verse 27. 22. Is it not the one who is at the table? But I am among you as one who serves. Just a couple of minutes. So Jesus looking around there. So, chapter 22, verse 27. Sorry, y'all are all here, and you're here for a reason. Greater. But you know why you're here? Because you have work to do. 22, is it not the one who's at the table? Who serves as well. But I am among you as so that is something for us definitely to take with us throughout the week, throughout the next several days, throughout the rest of the go, is knowing, verse 27. Sorry, y'all are all here, and you're here for a reason. That we go forth and that latitude. The best way to keep that latitude is to make sure that I am among you as so that is something that is
is, you know, we like to talk about, you know, being the biggest and the best, and, you know, we earn it and we work hard and we do all those things. But regardless of how hard we work, it is exactly that. There is nothing that we have.
I'm glad you know. I'm